Hello, good evening. This is Salio Danso, Professor Pardi. Greetings to you. Uh, I will like to present on my final project presentation. My topic is on cross-site scripting attack. Uh, I will start by introducing my topic, which is to know about what is cross-site scripting attack. Am I vulnerable to cross-site scripting attack? Types of cross-site scripting attack, how to prevent cross-site scripting attack, and then I will come into conclusion. So what is cross-site scripting? A cross-site scripting is a code injection attack which is executed in the client side of a web application. The hacker or the perpetrator or the malicious intent person, what what he might do is that he might inject malicious script through the web browser. Any web browser that is not fully secured might be might be might make it easy for an attacker to inject a malicious code. So the malicious code script is executed when a victim or when a website user or a visitor to the web to that particular web page or web server clicks on the malicious code. So the code will be executed as long as the code is executed. This could result to the person, to the person exposed to the hacker or to the perpetrator who might be able to get access to the victim's informations, anything that the victim does, where it might be login informations, it might also be some other sensitive information such as i mean the bank account details or any activity that the victim is doing. This victim is unaware of all this, so this is why cross-site scripting is a very important attack. OAP's top 10 part of OAP's top 10 attacks that need to be addressed or need to be prevented as much as possible to help in protecting the websites, the web applications, etc. You know, when the attacker gets access to the victim's web browsing, the attacker is able to modify the website content as well. When any website that is liable to cross-site scripting, the attacker might be able to change some contents of the website. You know, are we vulnerable? Are you vulnerable? Of course, unsanitized user input in the output of a web page or web application can cause vulnerability. So there should be a sanitized user input to ensure that certain scripts are restricted and are not able to take place. So such scripts might pose risks on the website or the web application. When we talk about the types of cross-site scripting attack, reflected cross-site scripting attack is available, and then we also have there are three types of cross-site scripting attack: the reflected cross-site scripting, stored cross-site scripting, that which is the persistent, and then the document object model based cross-site scripting. In reflected cross-site scripting, the malicious script is injected into an HTTP request. So, and then as the simplest variety, it uses input parameters in the HTTP request that can be easily manipulated to include the damaging script content. The malicious script is then reflected from the server in a HTTP response and gets executed in the victim's browser. So, for example, a successful reflected cross-site scripting could change either the way a particular browser operates, using some of the attack vectors could lead to this. The attack vectors such as the script tag and then the image tag or different tags. Uh, Then the stored cross-site scripting attack. This stored cross-site scripting attack is a persistent type of cross-site script, as the malicious content is delivered directly along with the server's response when the user loads a page. Thus, the content is already stored in the website's database. Users then simply enter the hacked web page and fall victim to such attacks. Every single user who opens such a compromised website is at a risk of having their personal data stolen, and that's the case. This is why it is called stored, because anytime a different user clicks on it, the person will be liable to cross-site scripting. It's a kind of clickjack. I mean, it might be read about clickjacking, which I feel like it's the stored cross-site scripting might be a bit similar to that particular concept of clickjacking. Ensuring that, planning that the user might come clicking on it, on the particular, I mean, malicious code, to get access to the particular, or to compromise the system. Denial object based, document object model based cross-site scripting is an interface that enables applications to read and manipulate the structure of a web page, its content and style in a document object model based cross-site scripting attack. The vulnerability lies in the browser side script code and can be exploited without any server interaction at all, modifying the environment in the unsuspecting victim's browser. So this is that those are the type of cross-site scripting. And then how to prevent cross-site scripting attack. There should be awareness and training. Users shouldn't be trusted. User input should not be trusted. Encoding user inputs or escaping should be done. Sanitizing HTML and then HTTP only flag should be used. Use of content security policies, scanning regularly for possible flaws. For example, Bob Scanner is a very, good scanning tool that can be able to see, vulnerabilities, or flaws of websites. Because these exploits are the main reason whereby hackers utilize in order to compromise the security of a system. Conclusion. I will come to conclude that cross-site scripting is a threat to many websites and applications, and as such, it needs to be treated with all care. There is a need for strong security measures that can help mitigate its impact. The fact that any successful cross-site scripting attack, especially on large companies, can damage the reputation of such companies. Therefore, it is very important to stay, to ensure that applications, web pages are well secured in order to mitigate any risks that might be posed by hackers using the cross-site scripting attacking method. Thank you so much, and then have a wonderful summer break. Thank you.